I actually can see my stream, well, my chat at the moment, which is amazing because I never get to see it. And this one is actually like, I can put it into a window, which I like. So this is meant to be a comedy game, so we will see how well it is. I believe I am form Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise Automated Employee Evaluation Form. Click anywhere to continue. I think I'm a shark. JS341 form. That's what it says. That's a strange name. Okay, what else does it say? Oh, I'm filling in a form. I get it. So what else does it say? Okay, what else does it say? Welcome to your evaluation, employee. Don't worry, this will be very brief. We're just taking a quick quarterly moment to re-establish your relationship with Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. I wasn't even aware that I had a relationship with Snacky Bay. What? Could you refresh my memory? It's been a while. Oh, nice. More corporate speak. I'm gonna go with that one. Of course you do. So that was, I wasn't even aware that I had a relationship. Of course you do. You've been at this company for years. You two have a long, rich history together. We do? I don't remember any of that. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember. I haven't played Clam Man, so I'm gonna say I don't know. Not to worry, I'll fill you in. And then you fill me in. Please phrase it differently next time. Fine. 4 years ago, more or less, you almost single-handedly stopped a horrible conspiracy set in motion by Snacky Bay Mayor King and the mob. I did? Are you serious? The mayor, the mob, and this company produces mayonnaise? Well, yeah, I almost died. I forgot about that. I'm gonna say, are you serious? Yep. You were fired for like 2 days and spent them snooping around, clues, puzzles, lots and lots of talking. Some might even say too much talking, not enough snooping. Can never have too much talking. Could always do with more snooping. Always do with more snooping. It was only thanks to your wit and deductive reasoning, along with a duck, that you managed to crack the case and bring justice to the villains. Heck yeah, man! And what happened then? A duck? A duck? The duck of truth. The vigilante hero of Snacky Bay. Heck yeah, man! And what happened then? A duck? Okay, just... And what happened then? After that, your best friend Pete, who honestly kind of betrayed you, ended up as CEO of the company. And me? That doesn't really seem fair. That doesn't really seem fair. You got a minor promotion. It's better like this. Nepotism looks bad this way. No eyebrows were raised. I guess alright. I think I'm up to speed. Let's move on. Raise an eyebrow. Can I raise an eyebrow? There we go. I think I'm raising an eyebrow. It's a form. I can't see you. Raise it higher. It doesn't matter how high you raise it. The form cannot see you. Raise the roof with your eyebrow. You can raise all you want. Raise hell for all I care. The form still won't be able to see you. Lower your eyebrows, but slowly with you on your own terms. Show them that no one controls your eyebrow but you. Whatever makes you sleep at night, Chief. Gently wiggle your eyebrows back to its brownie nest. It had an eventful day. Loud internal sigh. Alright, I'm ready to move on. About time, take it away. GS34B, let's get cracking. I assure you this won't take long. For this evaluation, we'll be asking you initially state some information about yourself, then provide us with a truthful and honest estimation of your skills and ability. Oh my gosh, fun. Sounds easy enough, bring it on. Okay. What is your name? Try to think of something else, something better. Clam Man. What is your position at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise? Senior sales representative. I sit at a desk and sell mayonnaise 9 hours a day. It's riveting. For some reason, the ink in your pen doesn't take to the form. The form must be sarcasm proof. Senior sales representative. Great job filling in those 2 fields. Your enthusiasm and ability to follow instructions are highly valued skills here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. Speaking of skills, let's move on to the next part of the evaluation. Using numeric values, give us your own impression of your skills. Remember, please don't overestimate yourself. Wait, what skills? Alright, let's do it. Wait, what skills? The skills we would like you to estimate your level in are the following: detection, improv, economics, and self-awareness. I'm definitely none of those things. Detection, you're seeing and hearing things. Don't worry, it's not because you're crazy, it's because everyone else is. This is your ability to observe. It's your level of perception in everyday life. What is it good for? High detection allows you to take note of minor details in conversations. Be logical, rational. It's your ability to observe, understand, and see through the world. Low detection means you're completely oblivious of what's happening around you. It also means the basic mathematics might as well be magic to you. I'm low. Low. It's must-have skill for observational comedy. Low. Improv, wit, imagination. Never mind, factually being an invertebrate. This is your funny bone. This is your ability to think on the spot, come up with ideas, be clever, the purest, most innate form of funny. What do I need that for? High improv helps you come up with solutions to otherwise obtuse problems. It helps you be clever and come up with ideas. Low improv means that you're literal non-creative. You struggle to think of things to say, and you have a hard time coming up with jokes on your own. Well, I was in like a D&D podcast for quite some time, so that was a lot of improv. Improvisational comedy, basically, tapping into the absurd and strange and surprising is the answer to, how did you come up with this stuff? Your mind translating that to a concept I can understand. Fine, it's sort of a mix between charisma and wisdom. I mean, not really, but it's the closest comparison I can make. It doesn't, no, it's not wisdom. It's not wisdom. Improv, right, that makes sense. Equatodynamics, the ability and know how to pass through water with great speed and efficiency. You're underwater, remember. Am I underwater? That's cool. This is your ability to do literal anything physical and how quickly you and your body reacts to things around it. Why would I care about getting physical? Low aquanamics essentially means that you're clumsy, you struggle with even basic physical tasks. However, high aquatodynamics means an understanding of physics. You sense and feel movement and motion more than the average clam. It's also how... Oh god, I can't say that word. I'm not even going to attempt it. Let's move on. You are, and how proficient you are at visualizing thoughts and ideas with your body. Don't knock physical comedy. Slapstick is art too. I actually love slapstick. Again, why should I bother being good at this? It's not like I'm going to fight people. There's plenty of reasons to get physical outside of combat. Imagine with high aquadynamics, you'll be able to open any jar you come across. So it's strength. Self-awareness. This is your perception. Nothing is spontaneously both more beneficial and harmful in comedy and life. This is one of the trickier, more normal, balanced people we place smack dab in the middle of the scale. Then again, who wants to be a normal person? Not me. I'm so fuzzy on what this means. Let's look at extremes. A low self-awareness means you don't really think of how people perceive you, so you're able to blurt out just about anything in conversations, appropriate or not. Okay, I'm gonna admit, I'm not that. I do not have low self-awareness. It also means that you don't really think and reflect on your actions, your morals, or your sense of humor. You just kind of do. So what does low self-awareness mean in practice? Bumbling unawareness of yourself and the lives of others. More options to joke about. Confidence through blissful ignorance. Seems actually quite nice. And fewer interesting conversations with yourself. Of course. What about high self-awareness? High anxiety and nervosity, but also a deeper insight into the thoughts and feelings of others. Empathy. The ability to second-guess yourself and reconsider whether or not something is worth joking about. That's me. Then again, a real high self-awareness might skew your view of yourself and others. If all you can think of how you're perceived, chances are you'll end up feeling that the world revolves around you. No, right, I think I get it. It's important to remember neither option is inherently better than the other. The most balanced people are between 40 and 60 in a scale of 100. But again, where's the fun in balance? That's all I wanted to know. Alright, let's do this. What would you say is your strongest skill? Let's go with improv. Great, you value your ability to think on your feet. Here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise, even when you sit down all day. What would be your second highest skill? I'm gonna go with detection. Fantastic, your observational skills are a valuable asset to the company, almost as valuable as your ability to spend 10 hours a day doing menial, repetitive tasks. What is my third one? I'm gonna have real low self-esteem. We don't mind a couch potato, and remember, the only bad workout is the one that impedes workplace performance. Finally, what is your greatest weakness? Self-awareness. Studies have shown that people who leave self-awareness until the very end tend to not actually know what self-awareness means. However, studies have also shown that people who don't know what self-awareness means tend to have incredibly low self-awareness. So it all works out in the end anyway. And that's all your skills estimated. To confirm this, we're going to need your signature at the bottom of the page. Can I actually, is the following information correct? Yep, that sounds right. Well done. You successfully managed to answer a number of questions about yourself. This information will be processed and checked for mistakes by an AI far superior to yourself. Flip detection average. Flip the form. There seems to be a number of simple instructions on the other side of the form. I want to read them. Basic tutorial. If they were important, they'd be placed in front of the form. We're done here. Skip. Thank you for your time, and thanks for all your hard work here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. And ooh, I didn't know it was going to be like this. This is fun. Pete. 3 knocks on your cubicle and the creeping smell of coffee. You already know who's coming to see you. I was gonna have a drink.
Hey man, is that the evaluation form? Almost done?
Yup, what's up?
Not much.
Takes a sip of coffee and clears his voice.
Alright, hot take. The pickle is the most important part of the burger. Change my mind.
What? You're crazy. You couldn't be more wrong. No need, you're absolutely correct. You're just randomly asking people about burger toppings? You're crazy. You couldn't be more wrong. Alright then, what is the most important component of a burger? The patty, duh. The bun is kind of essential. I can't believe I have to say this. Cheese. Doesn't count. The cheeseburger is a subgenre of the burger. It's not a component, it's a feature. We're talking what you add to the burger that elevates it. And the cheese does. The cheese modifies it. You've created a cheeseburger. And guess what? The most important component of a cheeseburger is still the pickle. Man, I thought you'd get this. You sound like everyone else I asked. Yeah, what have they been saying? Fine, you're right. Pickles are amazing. That's crazy talk. You're crazy. He shakes his head, mug full of coffee. No, dude, it's scientific fact. Bread and meat that's heavy, that's rich. You need something to cut through it. Mayo won't do. Ketchup isn't enough. Veggies won't cut it. You need something with decent acidity, something vinegary. He takes another sip of coffee. Pickle power, dude. Pickle power. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Oh, good, I thought you really just came to talk to me about fast food. We work in a mayonnaise company. Shouldn't official company policy be that mayo is the most important? Alright, what is it? Oh, good. You say that like it's not important, dude. I'm the CEO. I have to ask the tough questions. I'm glad you're so confident about the answer. It's been 4 years and I still can't believe you're CEO. Me neither, dude. Sorry. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. We work in a mayonnaise company. Shouldn't official company policy be that mayo is the most important? He reconsiders for a second, but eventually returns to the same conclusion. As long as we make sure to state these opinions are our own and not reflective of the company, we should be fine. Still might want to keep quiet about the convo outside of work, you know, precautions. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Okay, right, well, what is it? Come on, I'll show you. Alright, I'll lead the way. Oh, sure, why not? Alright, lead the way. Pete. Echoes of light, metallic taps, and clanks climb their way up the elevator shaft. The low, peaceful rumbling of the bowels of Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise office building, the relaxed breathing of a giant concrete behemoth. It sounds normal, like there's no cause for alarm, peaceful, all is well in Snacky Bay, and for the first time in a while, Pete seems excited about something. Genuine, amazing, an elevator shaft, I can't believe it. Sarcastic, amazing, an elevator shaft, I can't believe it. Say nothing, just bask in the glory of the elevator shaft. What exactly are we looking at? Amazing!
That's not even the best part, dude.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Pete takes a single deep breath as if taking in the view, pointing towards the space formerly occupied by an elevator. He clarifies.
Remember our old boss? This is his old private elevator. After he, disappeared, there was no way of getting inside. He just sat there. Until today.
Ooh. He takes a step forward, carefully scanning the inside of the shaft. It must have short-circuited or something because it just shot up through the roof this morning. Why would a button do that? Improv, above average. Space elevator? Wait a minute, it shot up through the roof? Improv. He doesn't respond, he just looks at you, jaw wide open. He's thinking about space elevators and how he just lost his shot at riding one. Because it went into space? Space elevators? Why would a button do that? Beats me, dude. Maybe someone just hit it really hard. Detection below average. That's not how elevators work. Normal elevator, sure. This is a private elevator. Might have had some secret tech installed. We don't know. Pete, I'm telling you, they don't build elevators with eject buttons. Oh, an eject button, that's gotta be it. That's some spy movie shit, dude. Secret agents escaping hideouts with their customized elevators. Probably have rocket engines on the bottom and machine guns. And flamethrowers too, I bet. Why would you put machine guns on the bottom of the elevator? Wouldn't you put them at the top? Anyway, you said the elevator went through the roof. And flamethrowers. Most def, you need that for the Arctic missions, mainly to fight the bad guys, but also to melt snow for drinking water. Gotta stay hydrated. You'd have to balance your use of the flamethrower with the use of your thrusters. They probably use the same throw. You gotta stay hydrated. Number one rule in survival, man. Secret agents need to think of that. Secret agents are smart. They definitely think of that. Yeah, for sure. Why would you put the machine guns at the bottom of the elevator? Why would you put them at the top? Smart thinking. That way they can take down the fighter jet chasing them. Oh snap, they sent fighter jets? He nods. Deep in thought. They had to, man. This guy was a top-level secret operative. They're busting out all they got to stop him stealing the documents. Yeah, those secret documents are as important as they are secret. Can't let them fall into enemy hands. Man, it ain't easy being a spy. I think. Good thing they have these rocket engine machine gun elevators to help them. Anyway, you said elevator went through the roof? Pete shakes his head, trying to wrap his head around the situation. Straight through the roof. Like a bullet, man. It just burst through some private elevator, huh? Did you check the room? You went up there? He nods. It's just a wreck. We managed to open it up, but there was nothing inside. I noticed something though. He looks excited. Whatever this is. He could barely wait to tell me about it. What? Don't wait for me to ask, just tell me. What? You know how the regular elevator has 10 buttons? Detection above average. This one had more? The air is taken out of him. He was hoping to surprise you. Tangible disappointment. Yeah. This one had 11. How awesome is that? There's a secret floor. Hang on. What was that about a quest? That awesome, undeniably so. So how did we get down there? Hang on, what was that about a quest? Alright, sometimes you'll come across a task or a mission that you can choose to pursue. If you do, that quest will be added to your quest journal. You can then refer to your journal whenever to check what you have done so far and what you need to do next. What's the point of these quests, you call them? Alright, how do I check my journal? What's the point? Depends on the quest. Most of the time you'll learn something or get a deeper understanding of something or someone. That's knowledge and ideas you can use in your repertoire. However, the shape they take is decided by the outcome of the particular quest and your choices. More repertoire? We'll get into that later. For now, just remember the saying, quest good. Alright, how do I check my journal? Click the check mark icon on the lower left next to your big dumb face. Nothing happens when I click it. You can't do it while talking to people. That would be rude. Okay. Got it. Thanks, mate. No problem, mate. How awesome is that? There's a secret floor. That's all. So how do we get down there? Hesitation. He didn't think of that until now. I don't know. It's kind of high to jump. Detection average. Is it too high to jump? Maybe we could climb down somehow. Any ideas? Alright, so how do we do this? Move on. Improv 4 average. Come up with another way into the secret floor. It's a D20! I get to roll D20s. I love it. Failure. Alright, here's an idea. If we swan dive into the shaft, our heads will absorb the blow and our bodies will be fine to go through it. This is such a D&D thing to do. Hesitation. I don't know, man. I'm really that thick-headed. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. That said, I'm pretty sure it goes against company policy to dive headfirst into anything without proper paperwork. I don't think we have time for that. Fine. No swan dive. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. Is it too high to jump? Gaping void of death in elevators. Who knows? Why not test it out? It's too high. Okay, maybe we can climb down. You think we could? Nothing special. It would be risky, but it could work maybe. I don't know, man. Only if you're absolutely sure. Any ideas? There's some people coming to fix the elevator. We could wait for them and then ask for help. Right, so how do we do this? He shrugs. Either we climb down now or wait until the service guys show up later. They'll probably have a ladder. Or a rope. Ooh. When are they coming? Well, they said sometime between half an hour ago and 7:30. So in the next few minutes or in 7 hours. Got it. Attempt to climb down the shaft. Alright, dude, lead the way.
Are you sure about this, dude?
No. Not really, this is probably a terrible idea. It'll be fine, I'm a spectacular climber. I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. I was too focused on not dying.
Oh, sorry. Are you sure about this, dude?
It'll be fine. Oh man, I want to believe that. Can't turn back now anyway, we need to focus. Gaping void of death and elevators. The flickering lights certainly don't help the situation. It's hard enough just finding a place to grip or a foothold. Ventilation and windy drafts compose a somber tune, and somewhere deep below you hear a loud metallic clang akin to the opening of a giant maw. This is it. Embrace the fall. Sink into the darkness. This massive shaft will be your doom. Did you hear that? What was that noise? I think the elevator shaft is making dick jokes. Just ignore it. Dick jokes. Gross. Tell it to stop. Keep going! You manage to descend a fair distance until you reach the crux of the climb. About 2 meters of flat surface walls with nothing to grip. Beyond that you spy a construction beam. Right underneath you to the right dangles a cable, seemingly unattached, swinging freely in the draft. It's unclear how far you are from the bottom. Maybe you could just drop. Grab the cable, land and drop the beam, close your eyes and let go. Grab the cable. I am rolling really shit. This is proper D&D for you. You try to push yourself from the ledge, but your hands slip and you tumble down the shaft. The ground looks like it's eager to make your acquaintance. Dude, what are you? A Clam Man from Snacky Bay who worked in a building so great took a leap down a shaft, and since he wasn't daft, hoped to land in a pile of hay. I'm Clam Man. Watch me sure. How did you have time to think of that, let alone say all that? High improv, my dude. I still don't know what that means. You hit the bottom, it's painful, but you'll be walking away from this with nothing worse than a limp and a sharp pain in your ass. I'm okay, don't drop on me. Pete, don't drop, it hurt a lot. Where am I dropping? Oh shit, he's going to fall on top of you. Try to dodge him. Try to catch him. Close your eyes and hope it doesn't hurt too much. Try to dodge him. What? I got a -1. Okay, so I got 11 and I had to get a 13, so. There's an almost cartoonishy loud thud as he crashes down on top of you. A loud thud is followed by a moment of silence, only broken by Pete's groaning. That hurt as much as your first fall. Ouch. You're okay? Let's never do this again. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. Pete, I feel okay. Then again, I don't know how broken bone or internal bleeding feels, so I can't be sure. He dusts himself off and looks around. Alright, what now? In front of the two of you, an exit leads out of the shaft. A small, lobby-like space with a fancy door to your left and a stairway up to your right. Head right upstairs, head to the left to the fancy door. The door is unlocked and smoothly swings open. You walk in. What did I find? What did I find?
Whoa! What is all this? This is the coolest basement I've ever seen. And I used to live in a basement.
That doesn't mean it's cool if you live there. The smoky carpet, the dim lighting, the inescapable feeling that you've disturbed the sanctity of this place. By being here outside of opening hours, this is a bar, has to be. Someone's running a bar in the basement of an office building. I agree, this is a very confusing basement. You're pulling my leg, there's no way you didn't know about this. Someone's running a bar in the basement? Oh, it's a bar, yeah, I see it now. Good eye, man.
It's not a bar, it's a club.
Okay.
I'm Tilda. I'm the bartender.
Okay.
It's a club! Of course. I was thinking it was a bar, but it's a club.
Is he being sarcastic? I'm Clam Man. Wait, didn't you used to work at the Blue Oyster Club? How long have you been in the basement? Is he being sarcastic? Doesn't look like it, Chief. Wait, didn't you used to work? She stops and looks at you with horror. Oh, no, oh god, I knew I recognized you. Give me one good reason to not throw you out right now. What did I do? Good to see you too. What did I do? Remind me what happened. Chowder Boy here set fire to a glass of industrial strength alcohol, rocks, parsley, and mayonnaise inside the club while people were inside. That's not a good move, dude. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get that smell out? Very? Not very. It seemed like a good idea at the time. If that wasn't enough, word got out that the Blue Oyster Club was the smelliest place in the Snacky Bay. Crowd stopped showing up. Ted stopped showing up. Eventually stopped showing up as well. So what did you do? What did you do between then and now? The National Health Department contacted me and offered me to work as a consultant. Spent a few years as a toxologist. What? An expert on poison. Turns out it's not that different from being a mixologist. A what? Bartender. Eventually I missed the job though, so I quit and these guys hired me. Turns out I'm just so sociable and sweet that I can't stay away from working in hospitality. I'm just that much of a people pleaser. A what? Shut up. I'm drawing a blank here, so let's just zoom past this to the point where we're friends again. I'm sorry, I promise I won't do this again. Glares. Lots and lots of glares. Glaring upon glaring. Then she collects herself and takes a deep breath. Listen, we can put it behind us. We're not friends, remember that. How long have you been in the
Only
basement?
since this morning. I sleep at home.
I mean the bar, the club. How long has it been here?
About 3 months, I think. I started working here 2 months back after I left my last gig.
Okay. Alright, what kind of club is this exactly?
The funny kind.
The basement kind.
No, the comedy kind.
Oh.
Of course.
It's a comedy club. That's what they tell me anyway.
Pete's eyes light up. He gusta this mucho. A comedy club? I'm in the basement of my own company. How is this legal? How come no one knew about this? You said they, so this isn't your club. Because we haven't opened yet. Like I said, this place has been here for a couple of months. We've barely had time to get things in working condition. She looks over at the bar for a second while I say working condition. Pete squints, his tone ever so slightly tinted with a hint of authority. How come we didn't know though? This is our building. We own it. Look at Fishboy here, so confident all of a sudden. She looks up at Pete, who quickly becomes void of any trace of authority. You don't own the basement, city law. Anything underneath the ground floor can be rented out without the consent of the post surface owner. Detection. Rented out by who? I don't think I've ever heard the post surface before. Rented out without consent, that can't be right. Let me ask you about something else. Detection. The city, all income goes directly to the city, not sure exactly to what, but that's what we were told. But the city doesn't own Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise, and I'm pretty sure we own the building. That's the way that law works. I know it's weird, they passed it a few years ago, and we all know how corrupt the last mayor was. The conversation goes silent. All three of you know very well that's true. Pete looks uncomfortable. She clears her throat, breaking the silence. Anyway, maybe something good can come out of this. Anyway, city law says they can rent it out whoever they please. That's that. Let me ask you about something else. How is this legal? How come no one knew about this? You said they, so this isn't your club. No, I just take care of the bar. So who owns it? They're at one of the tables. Talk to them instead, not me. She points towards the empty tables and chairs. From one of the corners, you hear voices in conversation. I'm gonna go talk to the owner. See you later, Tilda. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna take this place in comedy club in the basement of my own company. Sure, I'll be right back. He doesn't respond. He's overcome with awe, smiling like a kid. Okay, so it's just a point and click, which is cute. Doesn't stink of beer and spit. Must be new. Right, I am going to end it here today, and I shall save a new save. And yeah, have a great weekend. I usually don't stream at the weekend. I'll try to maybe get something in this weekend, but if not, I will be back on Monday to finish Clam Man 2 open mic. But yeah, thanks for watching and tuning in, and I love you guys. Bye.